All right, welcome back. Hey, Davion, welcome. How are you? Welcome, guys. All right, we had some IG issues, but I'm going to see if it works again this time. Because for me, it was like a frozen picture and a spinning wheel, and it was a delay. I want to make sure that, you know, she gets a proper interview, so I had to restart. Perfect. Welcome, Miss Crispy, or Miss Crispies. It's, forgive me. It's close to Monday, right? So I get a little bit of a leeway there. Miss Pris. I was thinking of Miss Tris Beats. Let me see. Is she in the room yet? Moon Echo. She's not in the room yet. So how's everyone doing? Where is everyone tuning in from? I'm personally tuning in from Pennsylvania. I'm doing well, Miss Elise. How are you? Let me just send Moon Echo a message because she may not know that we're back yet. Maryland, nice. I've been meaning to go back to Maryland. I was there, I think August of 2019 for my friend's wedding, and we're in Bowie area. DC. I want to go back to DC. Last time I was there was, I think, high school for like a government class or something. Like we used to go to the museums, the Smithsonian Museum, the Air and Space Museum. Nice. So you guys have similar weather to us, I'm guessing, because we're all on the Upper East Coast. But I was just thinking, because I've been seeing everything that's happening in Miami, where I used to live, and I'm like, whoa, it's definitely another world there right now. Okay, welcome back, Moon Echo. I'm gonna bring you in. I'm not sure. I think Instagram is just having a fit tonight, but they usually have their moments. Let's see. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Then, how are you?
Doing fine. I had connected to my Wi-Fi. I do apologize for that.
Okay, no problem. I love the hair.
Thank you. I did it wild and crazy just for the interview.
Nice. I love it. I love that vibe. Yeah, I was like, Instagram is just hating right now. They can't stop.
Girl. I was ready to come through, kick it, like, okay, stop playing.
Me too, man. Me and Instagram ready to fight all the time. Like, let me just take off these earrings real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But it's good to see you tonight. I know we connected a few weeks back, and I just love the artwork, and I was like, no, we have to have an interview. So it's a pleasure to have you here tonight.
Thank you, girl. Oh my God. It took the will of Jesus to make me do this because I was so nervous. I never did a live before.
Really? Oh my goodness. Well,
but I appreciate this. This has made me come out of my comfort zone. So that's another testimony right there. So thank you.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, and in a way too, it's made me come out of a comfort zone that I didn't know I was in, because it's like you really put this idea out there and see who likes it and who doesn't. And we have a consistent group of people that watch every week. So I'm really grateful to God for that. Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, I usually start these interviews off with an icebreaker question just to like have some fun. So my question for you is, if you could do something that you've been wanting to do for a long time that you've never done before, what would it be and why?
If I could do something that I've never done before, does it have to be career, or could it just be anything?
Anything.
Skydiving.
Ooh.
Yes, I want to do it, but I'm scared. But at the same time, I want to do it.
You're brave. You're really brave. Because I saw a video of someone recently, like everything was secure, but they didn't really know that they were going out yet. And so they just went. And it's like, once you go, you can't really stop. So I don't even know if you can like look back up at the plane. Like you're still going.
Oh my God. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just put myself in faith, and I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. No, I think that's awesome. I feel as though it would be an exhilarating experience just because, like, you know, everything's just open and it's like a complete surrender, you know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. What would I do? Honestly, I feel like it had to be anything and it had to be something wild and crazy. Maybe bungee jumping. I saw a
Ooh,
video.
I did that. That was fun.
You did it? Where did you do it at?
I did it back home in Sacramento.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think the closest thing I've done to that, this is not really like a huge plunge, but zip lining I did when I lived in the islands. And it was so fun. Like, I am terrified of heights, but I forced myself to do it. And it was raining, and it was like in a rainforest in Antigua, and it was just beautiful.
Oh my gosh. You live in the islands? Now I'm jealous. Just a little bit, you know. But
You know, the reason why I tell people not to be, though, is because I was in the library most of the time. Like, I was there for school. Yeah, so
okay.
I'll be looking outside at the beach from the window while I'm in the library. I'm like, dang, need to be out there. Yeah. So first thing I want to ask you is, please tell us, how did you come up with this unique and amazing name, Moon Echo? Because, like, you never forget that name.
Well, it's because since I was a little girl, like, I've always been fascinated with the moon. So I was really into astronomy. And so, like, I studied the moon, like, a lot. And so one of the videos that I watched was talking about how when astronauts landed on the moon, it vibrated. So it immediately made me think of echoing. And so I put moon and echo together as the whole idea. And then one of my friends pointed out that moon echo, actually, you put the acronym, say me. And I was like, there it is, my art name.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Yeah, but so yeah, it started off from that. I am definitely a big moon lover. So like I'll sit outside with the full moon, just enjoying it.
Yo, I love that. I love that because it embodies everything that you're about. And I think that's probably one of the hardest things to do, right? Is to come up with an artist name that's really going to tell people like what to expect when they see you.
Yes.
Wow. No, I saw that. I was like, I got to ask her because I really love that name. I love it. And do you incorporate that into your art, the moon?
Yeah. Some of my art, my older art, I did like every painting has somewhere a moon on there somewhere. My most recent art, I have not, because I want to try to find another way to express the whole moon thing. But honestly, I think I am going to go back to putting a moon somewhere in each of my paintings.
Ooh, that is awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like that could be a little signature as well. Like how people put their name in the corner. You could put your moon and moon echo in there.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, I needed that. I'm going to receive that.
Yeah. No, I feel as though art has been such a unifying force for us during these times just because it's a way to express yourself and bring people together. And I'm a huge art buff. I love going to museums and just experiencing it all. So, you know, you actually fell in love with art around age 9 when you were watching your uncle. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So, it was around 8 years old when I first saw him start painting, but 9 is when I fully like embraced it. Long story short, I was visiting him and he was doing a mural in the bathroom. And I remember seeing him doing like a bunch of tree branches and this bird, this sparrow. Oh my God, it spoke out to me. It was so pretty. It was black and white, but the belly was red. And that's immediately when I fell in love with painting. Because I used to just draw or do coloring book.
Right.
And from there, you know, I just started practicing drawing and painting. And I started off like anybody else does, going to magazines. The first person I ever drew was Aaliyah. I drew her first, as in one of my adult drawings, because, you know, as a kid, you do Winnie the Pooh, Hello Kitty, you know, all those. But my first adult drawing was Aaliyah.
Honestly, I love Aaliyah. I might need to get some artwork from you of her because I'm a huge stan. Oh my God. So what phase was it? Was it like her early phase, AJ Nothing But a Number, or like later on? with Try Again?
After that, because it
After
was the
that?
whole, after. The, which song was mine? 4-page letter was mine. So,
Oh gosh, yo, I love it. I love it.
so that was what I drew the picture from, actually, for that music video.
Her outfit, her whole swag was amazing in that, and that's a challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, because I used to like drawing as well, and it's really hard to draw people because you don't want it to look like too cartoony, but you want to find the balance. And for you to be able to replicate something that you see in terms of a person is a whole nother level. So your
Yes.
paintings, do they start more as drawings? Because I know some people start actually just painting, but how does the process start for you?
It starts off as a drawing. Honestly, this is how it starts off. I sit there and I'll think for a long time because I'll have an idea, but it's just in words. I know that sounds weird, but it is. It's like it's just in words. And then I'll be like, okay, I need to put this into a picture. So I start sitting there thinking, and then I'll start putting literally doodling in my head how to put things together. Then I'll draw it out, and then I'll paint it. Other times, it just literally comes from a dream.
Ooh. That's really inspiring because it's like you see that and you put that on. Do you do it on paper or like a huge canvas, or how do you do it?
I go straight to the canvas. Straight to the canvas.
Nice. That's amazing. I've never tried doing canvas art before. I always had like a little paper, but you know, being able to do it on that and to scale is amazing.
Girl, you know what? If you ever need some tips or help, I will since I'm in this live, I will do a live with you and I will show you how to do things. I have no problem showing you anything.
You know, that's something that you could probably do too. It's like a sip and paint or something, like a Zoom live. That'd be cool. Yeah, because I would love to do that. I've always wanted to go to one of those classes. I'm very good with seeing something and replicating it, but if someone were to instruct me, I think I would be able to take it to the next level.
I'm all for that. Yes. We need more artists in the world. More. They make the world beautiful.
Really, they do. They do. And it's a way to really put a message forth. Like, for example, you were talking about how you had the honor of having your Trayvon Martin painting displayed on a 25-foot billboard in Times Square, New York. So can you just walk us through the emotions that you felt during that period and how you got that opportunity?
Girl, oh my God. That's like my top thing. So the story of even doing that painting, I was actually in the middle of working on another painting when somebody just said, you need to start working on your Trayvon Martin painting. So out of nowhere, I just stopped the other painting I was working on. I just started painting it. And I literally finished it in a day. Like everything, it was done in within 4 hours. And that hardly ever happens for me. It takes a while for me to get things processed. Yeah. And this is the day before before they came out with their verdict on this. And when they came out with it, I already did my painting. And so I put it out on Instagram the day before. And when that came out, it was crazy because I always feel like things come together for a reason. Because when they did that, they said he wasn't guilty. I felt like my painting was even more of a powerful message. Right. And so from there, I ended up joining this art company called See Me. And so basically, they're just a bunch of people that work with artists, helping to get their artwork out. They had this contest to where you would put your artwork on T-shirts, and whoever sold a certain amount of T-shirts would end up being able to be on a billboard. But there was only a certain amount of people that could do it. Right. And by the grace of God, I made it in, and I could not believe it because that took people to believe in my artwork to buy the T-shirt. So that made me cry too. Oh. And then when I saw my painting on the billboard, I literally got lightheaded. No lie, I got lightheaded.
I can only imagine, like, just seeing that response, and especially the emotions that were going around during that time.
Yes.
Perfect. I mean, wow. And peeing.
Yes. And let me know if I'm speaking too loud, because I know I can talk really loud, because back in the day, I used to do theater as a kid, so it hasn't
Me
gone
too.
anywhere.
Me too. Me too. No, actually, it's better when you talk loud because then everyone can hear what you're saying.
Good,
So
good, okay.
honestly, it is. Yeah, and we have so much in common. We'll talk all about that because I love theater.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me see. You have a question here. Where do you sell your art?
Right now, I'm working on my webpage at this moment, but right now everything's through DM. On the she pinned it. That's another place where I'm doing most of my artwork at. So you can just go to Artist Moon Echo and just DM me there, and I'll get it. And we can discuss anything you want. I do commission work of any sorts. I even do murals. So if you're interested in murals, I do those too.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So you guys, her art page is pinned in the comment below. And someone else asked, how do you stay motivated?
Honestly, music and going outside and walking. I love walking the beach, water. So music, water, in nature. Honestly, that's me. I mean, I don't believe in astrology, but I'm a Capricorn. I'm a big nature lover, so I'm out in nature all the time. Like, that's me. I can hike for hours, and I can swim for hours, too.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love being outside as well. And it's got to be such an inspiration for you, too, as an artist, because, like you said, you take in what you see and you replicate that on your canvas.
Yes.
So what would you say kind of predominates the type of art that you do? Do you mainly do nature or people, or is it a mixture of both?
It's a mixture of both. I'm the type of artist, I don't like to put labels on myself because for me, I feel like art is whatever comes to your mind. I know there's certain artists that focus on one style, but I'm not that type. I will do surreal one day, realistic another, portrait one day, nature, abstract, it just whatever I feel that day.
Right. Yeah, I think that makes sense too because it's a form of expression, and so you're doing
Yes.
what you feel, what comes naturally.
Yes, I can't just put myself in a box.
Yeah. So even though you don't put yourself in a box, if someone were to ask you to tell them what your creative style is like, how would you put that into maybe a few words?
Um, I would honestly say, since it's more of a surreal, I'll be more surreal artist because I take things and I'll put something that doesn't belong there together to make it come together. So more of a surreal artist.
Right. Yeah, I love surreal art just because it just literally and figuratively bends reality. It's
Yeah.
like it doesn't conform to anything that makes sense in the physical world. And people like Dali really are amazing to look at in the museums and wherever else I've seen their art. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. And it kind of goes along with what you said, like replicating your dreams. It's kind
Yes.
of like our dreams are very nebulous and non-conforming at times. So being able to actually see that in physical form is really a talent. So what would you say has been your most emotional piece of work? I know we talked about the Trayvon Martin one, but what's another piece that you felt you really had to put your whole heart and soul into and you were like, I'm going to put it all on the canvas. Like, this is like a therapeutic moment for me.
It was my most recent painting, the evolving painting. I actually got it right here. I'm gonna show it. Yes, I'm gonna do that. This one right here.
Oh, oh my
This is
goodness.
this one is my baby because this one was a story of me getting past all the bitterness and hatred I had in my heart because of all of my things I went through in my life. And, it went from um, being abused in my first relationship to, being sexually assaulted all the way down to me finding out that I might not be able to have kids. So that, like, all that took on to me, and it just, even though I was saying I was happy, I realized there were some things I was still bitter about, or I wasn't forgiving myself about because I blamed myself. Especially when you've been raped and stuff like that, you blame yourself because you'll say, maybe I was too nice. And people will tell me, like, maybe you were just too nice. And you're blaming yourself. So this painting right here just basically, honestly, this year, I finally was able to break the glass ceiling of my own mind, because I literally was keeping myself in this mindset like, everybody, they gonna have to apologize to me. I don't care. You know, that's what my mindset was. And then finally, one day, it was just, I woke up and said, it's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let it go. And once I did, I felt way more at peace. I'm way more happy. So yeah, that's the painting.
Wow. Well, I just want to express my condolences for the experiences that you went through. It can't be easy, and it's never your fault. You know, that's takes a lot of strength to be able to express that in that artwork.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it served as a therapeutic means for you, because you know that's not an easy experience to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're right. Miss Elise said that's a powerful story. It really is. And being in that mindset of kind of letting what people say get to you in those moments when you know that you've been wronged and people are trying to put on you, it's not easy at all. But you really showed your strength in being able to reflect that in your art.
Yeah. It's, you know, that painting. Sorry, it's such an emotional painting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm trying to keep myself together because, you know, even though I talked about that part, the rape part, is also the part where I didn't even tell this even in the story when I put the video up. I had ectopic pregnancy, and it hurt me because, you know, at the time I wanted to have a baby. I was like, this is my baby, you know. And I remember when the lady came back in, she was like, we're either gonna be you, we're gonna have to save you because you're dying. And I was like, what? And so, but she had to be blunt with me because I wasn't listening because I wanted to keep the baby. And so after that, then after I have the surgery and everything, then they come into the hospital room and tell me that most likely I won't be able to have kids. That broke me down. That broke me down. I know people, you know, said, you know, people are like praying for me and all that stuff, but that it hurt. And so.
Yeah. You know, you're so strong. You're so strong. Everyone's telling in the comments that they're thankful for you sharing your story. You know, you're inspiring people out there who might have gone through the same experience. And, you know, this is a platform that is non-judgment zone. You know, everyone is so supportive and so grateful for your presence and for you being able to rise up above that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and you go through the suicidal thoughts, and you know, you just, well, I did. I shouldn't say everybody does, but I did for a second. And you know, God was like, no, you're here. You're here for a reason. Stop. You know, like, stop it. Yeah. Yeah. And even after that battle, I ended up going back in because they found cysts on my ovaries, and my ovary, I guess they called it, where it twists. And so they had to take one of my ovaries on top of that. And man, that was the longest 3 years of my life.
You know, and you overcame.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You're an overcomer. And like you said, God definitely has a purpose for you. And when people see your art and hear your story, it lets them know that they can get through whatever they're enduring as well. So yeah. It's amazing, but sometimes our pain and our ability to overcome that and share that with other people gets them through what they're going through too. And that's the whole human condition. That's what it's all about. All of us getting through it together. Yes. So I really appreciate you for being vulnerable and sharing that story with us.
Yeah. I'm just grateful. I'm almost like I'm crying of sadness, but I'm crying tears of joy because I'm just looking how far I came from that. Because I'm fine. I'm able to be okay, and I know that if God says I can have one, then it'll happen. It is what it is, and there's babies out there that need to be adopted too. So,
yeah, you know, and whatever you're wanting in life and believing in life, I truly believe in the power of prayer and the fact that no matter what the experts say, there's always that one exception to the rule, and anyone could be that. and they never know. So, you know, you just have to keep praying and keep persisting as you have been, and keep inspiring. I mean, because your art is truly a blessing to everyone, and your story as
Thank
well.
you, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I know that was tough, and everyone in the comments is just sending so many inspirational comments and, you know, encouraging comments to you. So I appreciate all the love in the room too.
Yeah,
Honestly,
thank you, thank you. You know, I'm gonna say my phone is a distance away from me, so I'm looking, reading that, and I really appreciate all the love and the prayers, because
yeah,
that means so much to me. Y'all don't even know. Oh my goodness,
yeah,
that means a lot to me.
yeah, yeah. And you know, just as you know, I kind of want to find out a little bit more about how else you've been able to deal with these life experiences in terms of support system, friends, family. You know, tell us a little bit more about that.
My support system has been my sisters and my brothers. My mom, she passed away 13 years ago to breast cancer, but I feel like, I don't know if anybody else believes, but I feel like her spirit was there and she's helping me through things too. I believe in my ancestors, so I believe that they're there to help me too. And that's, you know, that's exactly what I felt like what helped me the day that I woke up. It was God, my mother, because it was just crazy how it was just like, I don't know what happened. I just woke up and everything felt like it was lifted off of me.
Mm.
And that's the honest truth. And then, no lie, after that, a couple of weeks later, I find you guys. So,
Oh, yeah.
so this has been a true journey, and I feel so blessed, because even you guys have helped me. The music has helped me. I mean, there's certain people that DM me, and you know, they help me. They're in here too. So I want to send out love to you guys too.
Yeah, honestly, this online community, it's comprised of so many different groups with the same mission of just getting through all these like experiences together, you know.
Yes.
And it's amazing because a lot of people are living alone right now, and on top of the pandemic, they're also going through other situations like other health issues, other personal issues, mental health, and the fact that we can all come together and create these communities, whether it be, you know, Club Quarantine, Purple Heart Club, you know, other, even Kenny Burns, like it just unites us in such a way that I've never seen before. And it's kind
Yes.
of a blessing in
Yes.
disguise, you know. I feel as though these communities are still going to thrive even after everything moves offline.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I do want to give a shout out to April Sunshine, because she was the first person to commission any artwork for me this year. So I do want to send out love to her. And I am working on your art piece still. So, but I just want to send out love to her, because she was the first one to get me to buy one from me this year.
Oh, that's amazing. Shout out to April. She's awesome. And I'm
Yes.
not kidding. I need to get an Aaliyah artwork from you because I love
I
Aaliyah.
got you. I
I love
got you.
her so much. Oh my goodness. I've seen like some pieces in the stores, but I'm like, oh, it just doesn't have like what I'm looking for. So I definitely will hit you up about that.
Definitely.
Yeah. And so I know you hinted earlier that you have done theater, but what
Yes.
other types of art have you done? I know there's photography, there's sculpture, there's so many different types and forms, but have you dabbled in any other areas of art that you also commission?
I used to dance. I mean, on Instagram I'm goofy and all that stuff, but I used to do choreography dancing. Like, I did modern, I did hip hop. You know, I'd say that's natural, but hip hop, ballet, and I did tap.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I mean,
I love dance, honestly. I wanted,
yes,
I think tap is the one that I've respected the most just because it's like requires a lot of dexterity. Like with those shoes, it's
yeah.
so cool.
Oh, I used to drive a lot crazy because I'm even like before I even got to tap, I used to I used to try to pin like something at the bottom of my shoe to make the sound, just to go around the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh my god. I never really thought about that, but it's probably similar to like when you give a young kid an instrument for the first time and they start playing around the house, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I never thought about that with tap dancing. It could be the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm probably other people in here too that did the sock skating around the house, put the socks on a roller skate. Well, sock skate. That's what I call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so I did all of that too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, dance is also such a freeing experience too. Like did I do anything? Well, yeah, I've done some choreographed dance, but never like a whole dedicated class. But I remember you talked about theater too. So we used to have all these different musical numbers with that. And
Yes.
that's fun too because it has the singing and the dancing and the
Yeah.
acting all in one.
I miss it a little bit. I do. But yeah. And praise dancing. Yes, I did praise dance and drill team. My mom would get on me for not mentioning that.
Yes. Oh, prayer dancing is amazing. I love that part of the service when it's just like the meditation, they turn the lights down and everyone's just doing their thing. I love it.
Girl!
I love it. Man. Yeah, honestly, that and ballet is one of those things that I've really respected too. Just because it's like so graceful and, light and airy.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, all of that. I miss that so much. I actually just miss a stage,
There it is.
like a stage, because I remember last week my brother and we did a little performance on here, and it's not the same because you don't see the people in the audience. You see like comments, and you don't really know, you can't really connect with like individual people in the audience. It's just like, okay, I see these names and I see these hearts. And so you say thank you at the end, but you don't hear anything. You see like the applause emojis. So I think a lot of artists can probably relate to that too. It's like at the end of the day, there's just really silence around them outside of the music.
Yes. I see Hummingbird talking about praise dancing and also started talking about sock dancing. I'm glad you're with me, Team Sock Dance. We all need to get alive and do it together.
Yo, sock dancing makes you invincible. Like you can do those swirls without any hesitation.
Sock dancing.
I used to do the moonwalk in my socks too in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. And so, we were talking about how art can just be such an uplifting medium, especially during these times. So what do you...
Hey! Sorry, I saw somebody repping my high school. Valley High, yeah!
Oh, okay. Shout out to all of Moon Echo's people coming in the room. It's always a pleasure having new people in here. And, yeah, that I'm not going to forget. I'm probably going to do sock dancing tonight just to, like, relive that memory.
Yes! Ain't gonna lie, I was like, after talking about it, I'm about to go put on some music and just...
Me too. Yo. But like, so in this climate right now, what do you think the role of art is? Because we see the music, how it's, joining people together, but what do you think especially about visual art and how that brings people together and what its role is?
Right now, art for me, I've seen a lot of us come together with a lot of injustice going on, a lot of the things that are going on with COVID. So it's just, right now, we seem to be doing a lot of artwork where we're sending out powerful messages. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course we do powerful messages, but this is more about justice, about, not just with the healthcare, but about, police brutality, about children being kidnapped. You have so many powerful messages right now coming out. And I do feel like a part of it is COVID, because of COVID, because a lot of people are sitting down and looking and we're noticing a lot more things going on around us because we're not just busy moving around in our own thing. We're seeing it on, a lot more, because a lot of us spending a lot more on social media and stuff like that. So I have seen a transition in art going towards that.
Yeah. You're so right. And not only are, I think, artists being heard more, but they're also being valued more, because this is really what everyone has to turn to see what the reflection of our society is right now. And also, you know, it's become more than entertainment. Not that it wasn't before, but even more so now. It's something that
Yeah.
people are really able to say, this is how the people feel right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's powerful too, because like you said, it brings awareness to a lot of important issues.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also loving, the other thing I'm loving seeing transition is because I'm a big sci-fi nerd. Any other sci-fi nerds out there? Oh, I'm a big sci-fi nerd, and I'm loving seeing the Black community art coming together, doing the futuristic painting of, you know,
Yes.
of us, seeing us
Yes.
painted that way. You know, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't see, we didn't see that a lot. I mean, and another good person, I mean, even with, that's why I love Janelle Monáe, because Janelle Monáe, because she was showing that in her music videos, you know, the art with the futuristic look. And I'm like, that's it, because a lot of us are into that.
Yeah. I love it too. And I feel as though we're really on the same wavelength right now, because there was a episode of this show called Soul of the Nation that came out, I think it was 2 weeks ago on ABC, and they were talking about Afrofuturism and how it's coming into
Yes.
play with tech, art, everything. And they're really trying to make technology like we saw in Black Panther. You know, I'm into all of that. So they are actually trying to make these things real.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I might dabble a little bit into trying to paint some of that. Mine's probably a little bit more whimsical because, you know, I don't know how many people follow me, but I'm so into like the whole fairies and all that stuff. So I'll probably add that in there somewhere too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that. I know we were talking about like Hello Kitty the other day and Lisa Frank.
Yes!
We're on the same page with that.
I love me some Hello Kitty. My grown butt, yes. I still need to get my Hello Kitty hoodie.
Oh man, that would be amazing. I have like a lamp in my room that has Hello Kitty from like way back in the day, and I use that like as a study lamp.
Yes.
Yeah, and I used to try to draw her too with a little bow and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, but that would be really dope, and that could really tie into your surrealism theme as well with the Afrofuturism, because it's like such a great combination of worlds, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And another one I am seeing also is a nice transition is Black anime characters. I'm also
Oh
to
yeah.
anime.
Yeah,
I
yep.
love anime.
Are we
Yes,
the
girl.
same person or what? Like,
Right.
I love anime.
Here I am an anime. Oh my goodness. Yes. So definitely, I will. I'm loving seeing those characters. I'm loving seeing more Black character comic books. I mean, I knew Black Panther was my anime, anime comic book before it even became like it became popular. But I knew about it before because when you're into anime comic books, you got the comic books, and you know I'm just happy to see that the popularity that it got, and I hope that it continues to bring more of those out so we can see
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. You know, I think that's so important because representation is power. And when
Yes.
you have little kids seeing that in comic books, in all the sci-fi movies and all of that, it shows another side of us too. And it's like from the outside looking in and from the inside looking out. It's like people probably didn't think that maybe Black people like sci-fi or like this futurism, you know, wave, but we do. And Janelle
Like we
Monáe,
really do. Like
yeah, we do. Janelle Monáe, when she came out with that first mixtape, I was in love with like the whole robot
yes.
situation. Like I was all for it, all for it.
Yes. Oh, okay. I just saw somebody say that we got a Black Catwoman now. A Batwoman, Black
Yeah,
Batwoman. Okay.
I think it's Javicia. Is her last name Leslie? I know it's Javicia, but she is on the CW now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we have that. We have a lot of Black anime and superhero figures coming up now. So I love it. And it's because there's more of us in the production teams now. That's what
Yes,
happened
yes.
before. Yeah. Yeah, but that's amazing. And I like how they're bending the rules too, especially with like Little Mermaid and Ariel and
Yes.
Callie. I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I am. I can't wait for them to bring up because I'm gonna be there with my Little Mermaid outfit on. I don't care, grown person, and I'm gonna sit there and watch it and be happy.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like when the news broke about her getting the role, I was looking at the comments on Twitter about why it wouldn't work, and they're like, "Well, black people don't have red hair." I'm like, "Yeah, they do. Black people
Yes, they
definitely have red
do.
hair." And even if they didn't, you can just still put on a wig. Like it doesn't even matter. But they do actually naturally have red hair, blonde hair, freckles, blue eyes, green eyes. They come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors.
Thank
So
you.
anyone can play any role, and I love that they're doing this.
Yeah, see, I can't wait. I can't wait just to see where it takes us even further. I want to see more of us in the comic books. I want to see more figurines of us. This side, the nerd side's coming out of me. I would love to see a black sci-fi, of course, with other races and stuff. But want something like a Star Trek or Star Wars. I would love to see that.
That would be dope. That would really be dope. I feel like, honestly, and I know we've mentioned Janelle Monáe a lot, but I feel like she could start a series like that because she pretty much had the whole premise. Like, she had a whole suite of stories, right?
Yes!
Yeah.
She would be perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. No, I mean,
man. Her and Lisa Bonet's daughter, Zoe. I think she'll be good too.
Oh yeah. And
I can see her in there too.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, I've been watching that too. You know what I really love about that? Stories, if you mentioned that. So I don't know, you probably watch Marvel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw the recent WandaVision limited series that they had on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they came up with another one, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I really like that because it's bringing the I guess the Black community perspective.
Sorry, my dog's over here. I'm trying to.
Oh, no problem.
Remy, get back, Remy. Hold on, I think she wants to make a debut.
Oh.
There she is. Remy, you want to say hi, Remy? I know I was gone too long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. You miss me? Sorry.
No problem. We always invite our furry friends on here. Yeah, they hear another voice. They're like, who's that? Let me go see who that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I really feel as though with the Falcon and Winter Soldier, they're bringing in more of the Black perspective on things.
Yes.
And I love that because we didn't really get that when he was in Avengers or anything like that. It was kind of like, okay, he's Captain America's friend. That's it. Now,
right. You got the token. That's what you call the token.
Yeah. And now it's like we're actually seeing like, what it's like being him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that.
I know, yeah. So I think they're really on the right path. And I'm not sure, but I think that Beyonce has a pretty large role with Disney right now because she had her movie with The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she had some say with Halle being in Little Mermaid. So maybe she's going to use some more influence to infuse that culture in there. That'd be amazing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't get over how adorable your dog is.
Yeah, she's a lovey-dovey. She's lovey-dovey. And you see, I don't have no kids, but she...
Oh. How old is she?
She's 9 months.
Oh.
Yeah. She's big. I know she's big. She's German Shepherd. They get big.
Hey, yeah. Well, she's eating good.
Yes.
Yeah. So somebody had asked earlier too, kind of along the lines of my next question, which is, what advice would you give to aspiring artists?
Have patience and don't let anybody try to put you in a box. Create whatever you want to create, because people are going to try to tell you to do something, but the best way an artist flows is by how you feel. So always tap into those emotions when you paint. I would suggest definitely going on nature walks are always good. But the key thing is patience. Have patience, because nothing's going to fly off super fast all the time. That's the best way to put it. Some things you'll be like, oh, I didn't expect that to get so popular. Other times, you know, and keep your faith. Keep your faith. Please, you got to keep your faith. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Because there's going to be critics out there that are going to definitely be harsh about stuff you do.
Yeah. I agree with all of that. Yeah, and definitely when you keep that faith, there's nothing that can really prevent you from continuing your journey. So
Yeah.
definitely did that. Yeah. And then someone asked also about where they can get your art. It's in the pinned comments. So just go to artist Moon Echo, and then they can see all your artwork and put in order, right?
Yeah. Right now through DM. I'm working on my website. I'm getting everything put together because I want to start doing, also putting some artwork on T-shirts and bags. But when my website first comes up, it'll just be my artwork.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's going to be amazing. And let us know when your website is available so I can spread the word too. But in the meantime, guys, just send her DM on that page that's pinned if you want to get some new art. And any other words of encouragement you want to leave with the people?
Remember to love yourself. Please. We are all beautiful. We all go through things. But remember to love yourself. Embrace that. You look yourself in the mirror, you tell yourself, oh yeah, I'm a badass. Excuse my language, badass. And I am beautiful, or I am handsome. Nothing's going to stop me. God's got my back. And just keep walking into that.
Yes, yes. I'm all about that. Definitely with the positive affirmations. You have to. You have to. And you need to be your biggest cheerleader as well.
Yes.
Because you might be the only person that believes in you sometimes. But it takes you believing in yourself for other people to believe in you. So keep up the positive affirmations. And I see your heart and your spirit, and it's just peaceful and beautiful. So definitely keep doing what you're doing. You inspire me in so many ways, and you're always so supportive and inspiring. So, you know, keep.
Well, I love you, and I really appreciate this. Like, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But we're going to talk about your Leah painting, because I got you.
Yes, for sure. Guys, I'm a Aaliyah stan, so definitely I will get that done. Yeah. And we'll talk about a sip and paint too, because honestly, I'm so down for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We could do that. I think a lot of people will be into that, and you know, it seems like you would be a great teacher to kind of guide us to make something. We could start off with something like a beach or something that everyone could do.
Yeah. And I'm a little goofy, so I'm going to let warn y'all ahead of time. I am goofy. So
I love that. I love that. So am I. It's just, you know, you have to. You can't take life too seriously. Yeah. See, everyone's saying they would come, so we'll definitely.
Oh my God, you're going to make me cry. Oh my God. See?
That's awesome.
I'm going to have a Kerry Washington face soon. Y'all stop playing with me.
Not Kerry Washington. Oh my God, yo. Honestly, I think she's the only one who can do that. That was
yes.
Oh my goodness. Yo, I love that. I feel like, yo, that was unmatched. Yeah. But yeah, we could do it on. I'm pretty sure we could do it on Zoom somehow. Like every, you know, once in a while, people can hold up their painting and we see the progress.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would love. Yes, we got it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just keep saying yes, because I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I was like, let me just see, because I've seen that, especially like when everything was open, they would have those classes, and I never got to go. But yeah, I think it would work on Zoom, so we can definitely
Okay.
try time. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. Well, Moon Echo, it's been such a pleasure hearing from
Definitely,
you.
thank you.
Thank you so much for your story. You know, you did amazing, and it was such a pleasure, and it just came so naturally talking to you. So definitely we'll be in touch.
Okay, well, thank you again. I love you guys. Thank you for the flowers and hearts.
Yes, thanks to everyone who joined in, and we'll be back with another episode of Testimony Tuesdays soon, so stay tuned, and hope everyone stays safe and has a lovely rest of their week. All right, take care, everyone.